Welcome back to the Hockey Shop, source for sports here in Langley. We're in Goalie Utopia. Christmas comes early thanks to Brian's and their November launch of the Optik 4. I'm going to apologize in advance, folks. You may hear a little background noise. There is some construction going on around us here at the Hockey Shop, source for sports in Langley, because they are always trying to grow and get better, which is a perfect segue to Brian's Optik 4.
Wow, it's almost like you wrote that one down beforehand, eh?
Not bad, eh?
That's pretty good.
That's why I get paid the big bucks, buddy.
Oh, goodness. Well, let's go right into the pad. And the first thing that definitely strikes out, or stands out, would be their new graphic.
I was going to say strikes out.
Strikes out, not striking out.
Yankees fan?
Yeah. Ooh, still fresh. The graphic itself, quite a bit more pronounced. So like the old Optik 3, much more straight line. This one, much more jagged, kind of going back to like the original Optiks, almost a little bit more as well. Quite like it. I really like the way it color blocks.
Edgy. Not jagged, edgy.
Edgy.
It's an edgy graphic. I like an edgy graphic.
Well, there we go. We have one right here. So, moving on to the actual back of the pad where we start to see some more changes over the Optik 3. The big thing that I really, really like is the new knee cradle. So, reason why is that big, thick stack that came over from the new Iconic line. This stack, quite a bit thicker, much more stable when you drop down into the butterfly.
Oh, they've got the stabilizer bar on there?
That's correct, yeah. Allowing the goalie to sit taller, straighter, more stable. We'll keep saying that word. And itself, it's not that same integrated knee that we've seen on like other brands.
Bauer and CCM?
Correct.
But there is a rigidity to it.
Exactly. So you will have that stability.
Nice.
Okay, moving in to the strapping system. They have a new upper control strap.
Kind of like a professor strap.
Exactly, but theirs has always been more of a fixed with a nylon. Now they've added elasticity to it as well. So again, a little bit better connectivity, not as rigid, especially on the leg with what would be a stiff pad. Opening up a little bit more, we can see they actually have an adjustable calf strapping system as well. So you can kind of customize this a little bit more to what your own fit. So it still is that old smart strap, but you can mount it down or up. Your favorite thing.
Pillow, removable.
And it's removable.
Not legal in the NHL, although I've seen some exceptions made.
Yeah, there you go. One other note that I really, really do like is that this actual cap mounting Velcro can be adjusted up or down. It's on a laced-in rail as well. So you really, again, get some customization to a pad that's stock off the wall.
Yeah, you can really dial this thing in a lot of different ways in terms of how tight, where you want the snugness to be.
Exactly.
I like it.
3 different cores available. All the ones that you'll see at the shop will be the max core, so they're stiffest setting. There's also Flying Flex, which will be giving you a softer core, different toe taper to each one. Please reference the customizer for those exact toe tapers.
Or call the Hockey Shop.
Yes.
So the difference is, though, where's the flex in the flex compared to
So it's the overall, once again, the overall stiffness profile of the entire pad. So as you drop it and make it softer, for example, max core being the stiffest, we start to see a more simulated break below the knee. And then when we get to the flex, it's quite a bit softer. So both the thigh rise and
the boot
will flex.
So what about the boot? Is the boot standard
throughout? Boot remains flexy throughout.
Okay, that's what I wanted to get into. It's more up into the face of the pad as opposed to just the boot. The boot is sort of a standard for them. Okay, glove.
One more quick note.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
Bri-Core makes its return to the pad. That's what is giving a lot of this its rigidity. It's also giving it a great rebound quality too as well. That's 2 carbon sheets and then foam sandwich in the middle.
Foam sandwich between 2 carbon sheets. Bri-Core, as opposed to Cam's group of buddies, they call them the Bro-Core.
Yeah.
Primo with the slide.
Don't forget about the Opti slide as well. Primo makes its return. Beloved material. It's done very, very well for them. Enough good reviews.
It slides well.
Yeah, you know what? No,
nothing
else needs to be said other than it's great, and it's a great anti-wear material too. It does very, very well in those high contact surface areas.
Where are we? Where's your experience with? We've seen this with Brian's for a little bit, where they take the elastic knee strap, and they inset it a bit, as opposed to having it run on the outside of the knee block. How? You can adjust it in 2 different ways. You can go around the knee or down below, but having it offset like that, what's been the feedback?
So, especially if you're wearing a larger knee pad, this allows it to almost tuck in behind your knee right where it hinges. So it almost makes it's there, but it doesn't feel like that same catch and grab as it wraps around the entire way.
So the secret is to make sure you can sort of keep it under the knee as opposed to wrapping
around
it. Okay.
Yeah, moving on.
Glove, which you have heard about already on the InGoal Radio Podcast, featuring Jake Allen. Jake Allen loves this glove. There are some changes, and he was surprised because quite often pros, they'll go with the previous generation. When Jake went to true pads and blocker, he's now back in O'Brien's or in O'Brien's for the first time, he kept the glove. When they went to the Optik 4, he switched into the Optik 4. In his words, the best glove in the world. Why?
Wow. I mean, that's a...
He will never, he said,
I don't even know if I can follow that up.
I will wear this glove until I am done playing. That's how much he loves it.
Okay.
Thinks more guys should be in it.
Yeah, there you go. A glorious review from Jake Allen. So one of the striking features of the glove itself is just the overall size of that pocket area and like catch surface depth.
As he said, everything just funnels into the pocket.
It's very aggressive on the angles of the thumb and the finger. It's really helping to deflect that puck into that pocket itself. It's kind of close-ish to a 590-ish, kind of. The thing with Brian's
Got a little bit of that curl over at the top.
Yeah, they don't label their gloves the same way as you do, you hear from CCM or True for that matter. But that said, again, to us, this feels closest to a 590. If you are in a 590, in theory, that should get you, again, that similar feel. In terms of for overall feel and improvements on the backhand, you see their A-top system makes its return. That's different because you click backwards instead of hopping up from that old BOA system. Again, nice deep skate lace pocket, Brycore to the catching glove itself. Great overall feel.
Blocker.
Blocker-wise.
This thing is, look at the flex in the wrist. Big open wrist on the back. Maybe show yours because it's white. It'll show up a little better.
So that's one of the new features to the cuff. You see that extended overall cuff flap itself. You're getting that great mobility out of it, good connective feel. One thing we noticed with the blocker, it does feel a little bottom heavy, so that can be a bit of an improvement though because that will kind of tilt your hand forward. It's helping you get that squareness to the shooter itself.
Big, thick Brycore board.
Big, thick Brycore board. Say that a couple times fast.
A lot of padding on the inside as well. A lot of protection on the inside of the thumb with
double pillows, basically.
Pillows on two layers, one inside the board and one inside your thumb. So double pillows.
That's
and
correct.
removable, no?
Yes.
Okay,
And
so
that
if
helps.
you find that a little too
sidewall.
thick, you can thin it out a little bit.
And that helps to keep that sidewall, again, rigid as well. So as you are sealing up, you get that extra protection as well as that extra cushion. So, Brian's Optik 4.
If you got any questions, sizing, different flex points as Cam mentioned, different colorways that they have available, they do have it in stock. So off the shelf, you can buy it and wear it right now. Or if you want to do custom orders, because Brian's is the custom goal company, Cam and his crew can walk you through all the details, all the specs, all the options if you want to change a few things up. Cam, where do they get a hold of you?
604-589-1899 or 1-800-567-7790. You can email us at sales@thehockeyshop.com.
The best glove in the world, according to Jake Allen. Probably not when it's on my hand, though.